Hello, my dear children. Are you happy there? All of you stay safe at your home. Okay. Hope you all are ready for today's class. So get ready with your English text. Students, take your English text and take page number 9. In the previous class, we began the first lesson, How far is the river? Right. Before starting today's class, I want to ask you some questions. Where did the boy want to go? Yes, very good. The boy wanted to go to the river. What did the boy hear about the river from the villagers? Yes, the boy heard about the fish and rocks in the river. Why did the boy like to walk barefooted? Yes, you are right. The boy liked to walk barefooted because he liked the feel of warm stones and cool grass. Okay, so let's go through the rest of the story. I'll give you a model reading. At that time, all of you listen carefully. Okay. It was 11 o'clock and he knew his parents wouldn't return home till evening. There was a loaf of bread he could take with him, and on the way he might find some fruits. Here was the opportunity he had waited for. His mother and father had gone to visit relatives for the entire day and had left him on his own. If he came home before dark, before they returned, they wouldn't know where he had been. He went into the house and wrapped the loaf in a newspaper. Then he closed all the doors and windows. The path to the river dropped steeply into the valley, then rose and went round the big mountain. It was frequently used by the villagers, the woodcutters, milkmen, and mule drivers. But there were no villages beyond the mountain or near the river. Students, now all of you read it silently and identify the difficult words. Did you read the text? Okay, now let's discuss the difficult words and their meanings. Loaf means slice. Opportunity, chance. Wrap, to cover completely. Steep means slope. Here you can see the picture of slope. Frequently, often. Mule means the young one of a donkey. Here you can see the picture of mule. Did you understand the meanings of the difficult words? Students, I'll explain. All of you listen carefully. The boy in the story had a curiosity to visit the river. One day, his parents went out from the house, leaving the boy alone at home. Then the boy took it as an opportunity to visit the river. So he set out from his house with a loaf of bread. The boy thought that if he came home before dark or evening, his parents wouldn't know where he had been. So he closed all the doors and windows and took a loaf of bread to eat and started his journey. The path to the river was frequently used by the villagers, woodcutters, milkmen, and mule drivers. But there were no villages beyond the mountain. Hope you all understood up to this. Now, I'll read the next part. All of you listen carefully. The boy passed a woodcutter and asked him how far it was to the river. The woodcutter was a short but powerful man with a creased and weathered face and muscles that stood out in hard, ugly lumps. 7 miles, he said, which was fairly accurate. Why do you want to know? I'm going to the river, said the boy. Alone? Of course. But it is too far. It will take you 3 hours to reach there, and then you have to come back. It will be getting dark. Besides, it is not an easy road. But I'm a good walker, said the boy. though he had never walked further than the mile from his house to his school. Students, now all of you read it silently and identify the difficult words. Students, now let's discuss the difficult words and their meanings. Creased means wrinkled. Students, do you see the picture? This is the wrinkled face. Weathered, affected by atmospheric changes. See the picture? Lumps, swelling under the skin. Accurate means correct or exact. Hope you understood the meanings of the difficult words. Am I right? Now it's time for the explanation. All of you listen attentively. On his way to the river, the boy saw a woodcutter and asked him how far it is to the river. Now, the appearance of the woodcutter is given here. He was a short and powerful with wrinkled face. The woodcutter replied that it is 7 miles away from here. Then the woodcutter asked the boy why you are asking these questions. Why do you want to know? Then the boy replied that he want to go to the river. The woodcutter asked the boy whether he was going alone. The boy replied that he is going alone. The woodcutter also warned the boy that it might be difficult to return before evening and said that the path to the river is not good. What was the boy's reply? Yes, the boy replied that he is a good walker. Students, actually, was the boy a good walker? The boy was not a good walker. The lines, he had never walked further than the mile from his house to his school, proves this. Students, hope you all understood up to this. Students, all of you read the text very well and try to answer these questions. Don't write the answers in your textbook. I'll give you the notes. We will discuss the answers for these questions in the next online class. So all of you take care. Thank you, dear children.